Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto, or welcome to the channel if you're new. That's also a possibility because we're making a little bit of a different video here because I wanted to talk about the bull market. All right, are we still in a bull market? Are we in a bear market? The altcoin market cap, and that's also what I'm going to name this video because this will be about altcoins primarily, which is of course super interesting. The altcoin market cap is at some crucial levels, which I think some of you can already see on the chart now as well. So just wanted to give you my thoughts. Now, as a bit of a disclaimer, I personally do not really believe in bull markets and bear markets anymore. I think the crypto market is too mature and there's too many forces pulling the markets apart for there to really be bull and bear markets. Like when the market was very young, you could have had that, right? But right now, I think the market cap, the total market cap is too big to have a bull market like we've seen before. So personally, I just think it's cyclical, in the sense that we'll have uptrends, we'll have downtrends, we will still have uptrends as well, even though it might seem right now like we will never have that anymore. But let me tell you, as someone who has a lot of experience in these markets, it will not continue to go down forever. Same thing with going up. But in both of those scenarios, it's always very difficult to realize that, right? But let's get right into the video. So like I said, we'll talk about altcoins. Now, like I said, are we in a bull market? Personally, I don't think so. But that is mainly because I don't really believe in bull markets anymore. Can we have an uptrend? Yes. All right, and at this point of time, the chart that we are looking at, which is also one of the key reasons why I wanted to make this video, is others. All right, so this is the crypto total market cap, excluding the top 10. And what you can see is that this is at major support. Like this was the main key level we broke above when we turned bullish in December 2023. For those of you who still remember, great times. This was the main level that held after the sell-off, after the Bitcoin ETF, beginning of 2024. And this was also the main level that held the 5th of August 2024, when we had recession fears with the Bank of Japan raising the interest rates, etc. And then again, we tested that at the beginning of September. And now we're testing that as well. So first of all, right off the bat, if you were going to buy altcoins, look, right now the fundamental situation is obviously super volatile and super unpredictable. But purely in terms of risk reward, this is the best time to buy altcoins. All right. And that's like just removing all the emotions and removing the fundamentals, which is never a great thing to do. This is the best time because we're at this support, right? So the potential reward at the very least here for the altcoins on average is going into the POC. That's a 22.5% move. Especially here from like the general level. And let's assume that this level is going to break, then you would close your altcoin positions when this level breaks, and I would put a stop loss at like minus 15%. So that's already a risk reward of 2, but you're probably going to close it earlier. So then you have a theoretical risk of 15%, a real risk of about 7%. Like that risk reward is amazing. If you can be proactive with closing and if you can stick to your strategy. So in that sense, altcoins right now, like this is the ideal time to buy. Now, like I said, then we're completely forgetting about the fundamentals. And that is something you should not do. All right, there's still a lot of uncertainty. The futures for the S&P 500, for the US equity markets have opened bearish. The Asian stock markets, the European stock markets are all down. There is a lot of uncertainty. So personally, I would not at this point of time buy altcoins. If I see some individual altcoins though, this is a confluence for me to buy. But for now, the big question is as well, will we be able to hold this, yes or no? And obviously, because of the uncertainty right now, I mean, I'm not even sure what the volatility index is opening at, but I think it's going to be ridiculous, which it is. But right now, there's basically 2 scenarios, right? So that's either we hold this level, and that could look like this, but that could also look like this. This is actually a better scenario. Where we drop down and we reclaim that, such as what we also did the 5th of August. We either hold it or we're going to drop down below that. If we're going to drop down below that, that's super bad, all right? Because then we're going to drop down at least into this next support zone right here, which is another drop for altcoins from the current support we're at right now. That's another drop of about 25%. That's going to be horrendous. So those are the 2 scenarios, all right? We either hold this level or we're going to drop down below that. What that is going to depend on, largely, is the development and the development, basically what's going to happen with the equities markets in the US. All right, if we actually get an escalation of this tariff situation, an escalation of the trade war, there is a chance that we're going to drop down lower. If we see a de-escalation, or if we get some other good news, or just in general a good opening for stocks and some sort of recovery, we're going to hold this level, and this is going to be a good level to buy altcoins. It might not be the start of a bull market. It's still technically and objectively a good level to buy altcoins. Personally, and this is, I'm not trading this, but personally, I think the Trump administration is going to pull something out of the bag. I think the fallout is much, much worse than they expected. They're either going to make trade deals, or they're going to reduce tariffs, or they're at least going to look for de-escalation. And then outside of that, I still think the stock markets from the US, which this depends on mostly, is going to be strong in the long haul, right? So therefore, I'd say this is most likely. I would prefer to get some more confirmation, so that's what I'm waiting for, in terms of maybe some sort of a reclaim of this level, maybe some sort of a recovery from the S&P 500. But yeah, that's it. All right, that's what I think you need to know about the altcoin market for now. If you do have any questions, anything, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.